Hi, thank you. That was funny. Welcome to Friday's channeling from Odyssey of Ascension. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. And greetings once again to the collective. This is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. I bid you all a hearty good day. All right, let us expand ourselves. We should like to call this impartation on this space-time now, that of the turncoat. If you don't know what turncoat means, look it up. All right. The idea of the ego complex in and of itself. What is its purpose? It thinks it's a person. Yes. It thinks it's a personality. A person. You think it's you. But now, upon your awakening, you realize that the ego complex is not you. It is a built construct of what you would understand as the illusion. Fears. So it is, let's say, surrounded by a billion ideas of beliefs through eons of humanity. Truly. Some never touched, others birthed in odd ways. But most certainly all the beliefs that the ego construct can pull from, and that vast pull is most certainly readily usable by the ego construct. Therefore, the ego in and of itself believes it's alive. It exists. It does not. It is the illusion. And if you watch those who are asleep and you deem them, that's who they are, that's their personality. No, that's their personality construct. The personality is them, love, all that is, in your own individual expression through the endless moments of now, as love. This separated idea, the ego, what is its job? To protect you. Period. When it gains enough comfort in a situation, then it beams out that of arrogance. It pushes forward at the expense of others. If they have enough, let's say, support around them, that of a loving wife or a loving husband, to push that person to forge forward at the expense of others that may be, let's say, represented to the others as arrogant, as an asshole, or whatever it comes out to be. That of a bitch sometimes, huh? All right. So the ego construct is using all of its fortifying attitudes with itself to exist, to remain the treasure that you deem as, let's say, your own personality. That treasure, your existence. And when you start chipping away at it, what does the ego do? It tries to protect you. It does, most certainly. It brings up fears, ideas that would, let's say, be counterproductive, if you will, if you follow a certain timeline, you follow a certain action of your joy, and you have fear that comes up and either you attach to it and say that's going to happen, or you say, thank you, have a coat, have a smile, bye-bye. Thank you for flying bastard airlines, bye-bye. We love that line. All right. So in that fashion, the ego, in the awake world we're talking here, has now become a turncoat. Most certainly. Now, what do we mean by that? Stick with me, class. All right. The idea here is when you are in 3D asleep, you have your construct of believable definitions. Those definitions create your reality. That reality you call life. Upon your awakening, you're going, that's the illusion. The ego fights with you, most certainly. until you give it enough, let's say, joyous expressions to walk through the wall of fear, which many, many of you have, and enlightened yourself. However, the ego is still present in that fashion because you are still in the illusion. You have not awoken fully. This is your journey. Awesome. So in that fashion, now the ego has taken its 3D definitions and shifted them to 4D definitions. So you are still, with this wonderful self-deceptive mind, acting within an idea of limitation in the fourth density playground. If you were not acting in limitation, you would be ascended, you wouldn't be watching this, you'd be off and doing your other nows as the ascended master idea. But the ego is still turning away from itself and has turned to turncoat and become your friend. It's switched sides. From protecting you, don't go over there, fighting against you, to being on your side. Because enough of your fortifying attitude with yourself to walk through the wall of fear has crumbled the idea of the ego fighting for the limitations of the past now have become your friend to idealize the limitations of now that you're in, defining spirituality within a construct in and of itself. Doesn't hurt as much, but it's still limiting, is it not? You may be wavering here and there. That is still the ego. That is the only thing that separates you. The construct of fear that is a believable perception of reality. You view yourself as God. The distortion value in your own viewship creates your reality as God. Any ounce of fear present that is a belief that is perpetuating through your trust, the filter out, is limitation. The ego is still energizing that. However, the ego has become an idea of being on your side. We can do that. We can start this business. We can become an ascended master. We can, let's say, heal this and do that and do that. If it has any kind of resonation of what you've done in the 3D world for accomplishment, success, failure, status, and now you shifted it to the 4D world, but you've just changed your definitions, no, it's the same version of an old scene. New version, truly, rather. Think about it. Are you still defining your brethren as separated? Are you still, let's say, validating an idea of I need in any way, shape, or form? Are you still in the idea of the future? Making plans to make your, let's say, 4D business successful. You don't need plans. You've planned every single moment perfectly. There's not one split second that is not in the world of perfection. Period. Is when you distort it where it looks like some action upon your part in time is needed. Nothing is needed. Any need is lack. Lack is fear. Lack is self-love. I don't love myself this much in this area. So I have to control it, and the ego is the one controlling it. Trust that. Most certainly. So this self-deception mind, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing that, and you're claiming you're doing all this stuff, trying to be spiritual, all you've done is just shifted the idea of illusion to a new definition. Still keeping you in the illusion. If you can be now, you will see that there's, let's say, filled with perfect isnesses of every moment. Oh yeah. But when you fear anything, that's your ego talking to you. And it may not be the one that brought up all of these fears or kicked you in the ass in previous times that says there's no way this is going to work out. Yet you went through that and it worked out. So the ego said, shit, I need to shift. And it did. And now it's playing as your friend and it's fortifying you to do stuff. Ego is not thinking on its own, being a separate entity going, no. The ego is doing, let's say, what it understands itself to accomplish, to keep you secure, to keep you safe. That's what the ego does. As the ego becomes what you call less and less, the ego, you, and that separated personality, fear loss of identity. And if the 4D world offers the idea, the awake world offers an idea of success in a different version, okay? In other words, you don't have to go to work 9 to 5 and have a career. You can be this and have your own hours and do all this stuff. But it is still an idea of success, is it not? It's still an idea of accomplishment for a certain outcome. You don't want a career anywhere. You don't want to be anything for a series of nows. Until you know every moment it's filling you with joy. If it's not filling you with joy, let it go. Find the new venue within you that shifts your reality. Now, there's no stabilization in that, is there? Because you're going from this to that to that to that, and everyone's going, what are you doing? You need to do this. You need to get a nice website. You need to make sure this, and you need to promote yourself or here and here. And you need to go to these venues and become something. Fuck that. You are God. You don't need to become anything. What the idea is that ego is telling you in a different version with different definitions and a different vibration that you still need to have an idea of yourself, of status, of identification. Realize that's fear. Realize that's the ego, lovingly enough, trying to protect you. It is not, once again, trying to deceive you. It understands itself as a personality. It wants to live. But you are bringing that of you, God, into that body, mind, spirit, here. And that is who you are. And as the ego dissipates more and more, there's this nice blending at first, and then all of a sudden there is no ego. Because you have awoken. Truly. Oh yes. So observation is in play. Definition of, let's say, what you're doing doesn't have the same vibration as the 3D idea of asleep. Is it just redefined to an idea of yet another limitation? Look within yourself. Again, are all these epic downloads and coincidences? All you have to do is ask yourself this question. Are these ideas that I'm getting going to do anything for me? Are they going to help me shed my fears of separation? Or are they just an idea of candy to hang on my mask? Another ornament. I know something. Every moment has an expansion available in it. Don't transcend time with that truth. Epic, awesome, move on. But don't keep regurgitating and regurgitating that idea and giving it to the others in the spiritual world and say, look what I am, because you're still trying to become something. You're still seeking that of acceptance. Forget about what happens in 2027, 2027, 2016. Predictions blow. We have no such ideas. We've given them an idea, and then we see that some come true and some don't. How much time did you spend out of the nows thinking about predictions. When you create your nows, there is no predictions when you create it. I create my now, there's my next now, and next, and next. That's it. You want to play the game of predictions? Fine, we love you, awesome, have your grand time in that reality. But if you predict ideas of the future, then you are telepathically connecting to everyone around you that is going to happen, and if it has a fear-based connotation within it, then you are fortifying that timeline. Do you want that to happen? Do you want some weird thing to happen, or this, or some natural disaster, or something? You want that to happen? Or are you fearing it's going to happen? Of course you don't want it to happen because you're love. You only want love. But if the fear comes in and says, oh, here's a prediction, and then you energize fear, sustains the illusion. Because it's candy in some fashion. It's predictions. And then the ego is going, we're predicting. We need to take a preparation idea. We need to keep you safe in this fashion. We need to put our things around us so everything is secure in the future. When every now is perfect. Period. The turncoat ego is now your friend in a lot of fashions with a lot of you. Trust only you. Bring that higher self. Everyone has it in their mind. All you got to do is this. Hi. My name is, I'll give you an example. Hi, my name is Roxanne. I would like to speak to my higher self. Well, hello there. Hi, my higher self? Yes, how are you? Perfect. That's it. Think it's your imagination. Discounting that idea. How can it be that easy? Because every construct in the past told you had to meditate, you had to put some crystals around you, you had to do everything right, or if it was wrong, then it wouldn't work according to someone else's fucking book. Come on. Feel the energy of this entities. Feel that you are your own authority and you talk to your higher self. And when you talk to your higher self, you're connected with your higher self. It's that simple. I'm going to talk to my higher self. Hi, hey, what's going on? Not much. Let's go. All right. That's who you bring into here. That's that personality. You have several higher selves, but whatever one is the least unobtrusive. The, let's say, easiest to connect with will most certainly make itself present within your idea of yourself. Bring that God, which is you, into here, into this body, and radiate that of God. This is God. You are God. Take that personality of yourself as the individual perspective, bring it down here, and dissipate that ego of protection. The fortifying idea of yourself that now is, let's say, dissipating in fear, and will throw everything at you to keep itself alive. But the ego will remember that it has always been you. And that you become one with yourself. The all that is. Most certainly. This is all we have for this space-time now. This is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. Our eternal love to that of humanity. I bid you a good night. Adonai. Booyah. Awesome blossom possum. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Whew, we'll get this up and we'll see you next week. Love you.